the best Super Bowler attack strategy at Town Hall 15. Here's the first base we will attack. Now let's first check out the army. Here's the army we'll be using. Now I'll also leave a link for this on the description. And in the clan castle, we'll take the siege barracks with Yetis. Now let's check out the best hero equipment options for this attack strategy. For the king, we will use the barbarian puppet plus the vampire stash. If you have the giant gauntlet, you can use it instead of the barbarian puppet. The queen's equipment will be the archer puppet and the giant arrow. The warden equipment will be the life gem and the healing tome. Now finally, for the royal champs equipment, we will use the haste vial and the royal gem. We're going to start down here on the bottom side, on the side of the town hall with the queen and then the 4 healers. We'd only use 3 usually, but we don't have the unicorn pet. She's on upgrade, so we're just going to use 4 instead. Now I'm waiting for the queen to get through this air defense. Now I'm going to send in a Kokoloon as that goes down to test for any seeking air mines so the healers don't take it. Now I'm going to deploy our 1 headhunter we have to help the queen get to this enemy queen, and this is because I don't want to use any extra spells to assist the queen any more than I have to. And right now I'm just waiting to see which way she wants to go. I'm gonna rage her up our first rage. Usually I would like to keep it at 1 rage, but we do have a decent amount of damage on us, and we're gonna have to use this one already. Now I'm gonna funnel on the other side with the baby dragon. We did break the wall here, but it looks like I'm gonna have to invis this left side buildings to help get her in there. And our main goal with this queen charge is going to be to take down the town hall, and she does look like she'll step in all the way and she'll be able to get the town hall. And we're gonna have to rage her again with our second rage spell. I'm gonna get ready with this recall spell. As soon as the town hall is down, we're gonna want to recall the queen and her healers. We're gonna want to do that as quickly as possible so that we can get started with the second part of the attack. Now we're going to deploy the king on this bottom flank with the siege barracks right behind him, and that is to funnel off this side of the base. Now in between that, we're going to deploy our E-Titan, our ice golem, and our yeti with the healers that we just recalled with the queen. Then the remaining healers and all 3 bowlers, the warden. We're just going to break this wall here with our remaining super wall breaker and let them enter into the base. We do have a jump spell, and we're going to deploy here to enter deeper inside of the core of the base. And we do have the CC troops that do come out. We're going to poison those real quick, and I chose to pop the early-ish warden ability here. And we do have rages on standby just in case. Well, in this case we only had 1 rage. I might have used that a little too early considering how much of the base we still have left, and I probably could have saved that a little bit. Basically all we have left is our royal champion to deploy, and I'm going to deploy that up here a little bit earlier than I would like, just because of the time that's left. We should be able to get a stun on that monolith pretty quick with the help of the diggy, and it does, and the royal champion is able to take that down. The main threat left is the scatter shot on the back end, and like I said, we are running a little low on time. I'm going to drop our final freeze and our final spell to help freeze off the scatter shot and to help save time. I don't think we need the strength at this point, but we do have all of our heroes left. We still have basically all the heroes' abilities as well. We pop the king's ability, and we only have 10 seconds left. I spent a little bit too long on that queen dive, and I should have gotten the second part of the attack going faster, but we do end up getting a 97. So this attack is great for anti 3-star bases, but what about the anti 2-star bases? Well, that's where we have the alternative Super Bowler attack strategy. Here's the army, and I'll also leave a link for this on the description. And the main difference here is we're not going to bring the recall spell, and for the CC, this time we're going to take the flame flinger. Now for the hero equipment, the only difference is on the Royal Champion, we're going to be taking the Hog Rider equipment with the Royal Vial, and on the Queen, we're going to be taking the Giant Arrow still and the Invisibility Vial. First thing we're going to do is start up here with the Grand Warden, then 3 healers. You could use more if there's enough damage on him, but I think he should be fine. And now right as he moves up here, we're going to deploy the Flame Thing right behind him, and the job of the Warden here is going to be to tank this Expo. Otherwise, if the Grand Warden wasn't tanking the Expo, it's in range of the Flame Thinger, and the Flame Thinger would be completely destroyed. And while we have time, while we're waiting for the Warden to kind of funnel off this corner with the Flame Thinger, we're going to break the wall in the center here just a little early, just so we don't have to do it later. Generally, you shouldn't warden walk much more than 30 seconds. Now on the other side of the base, we're going to start funneling that 2 with the king, and then the 2 which is right behind. Now we're going to deploy the queen, the remaining healers, and seeing as the warden should be in reasonable distance of that should attract the warden and the healers as well. Now we're going to deploy the tanking troops. That would be the E-Titan, the Ice Golem, and the Yeti. Then right behind that, the bowlers, and they all should enter the base together and keep them tightly packed so they can get benefit of the healers healing all the troops instead of just few. Now we're going to drop a rage spell, pop him early warden ability, which is probably dumb. I probably could have gotten ready with the rage spell and saved the warden ability for the core of the base where there's the town hall, but we're going to drop the jump spell to open up more of the base, and my goal is not to open up the town hall compartment because the bowler should be able to bounce in if they can get in range of it, take it out without having to deal with the poison bomb. And it looks like it will. I'm going to have to freeze to protect the healers, but I forgot I could have frozen that in this tower and that could have been able to take it out, but now I'm going to have to spend another freeze on the town hall. But they do take it out, and I do have 2 rages left, but I'm not sure I can trust the bowlers. They look pretty messed up, so I'm going to start in with the Royal Champion on this backside, and we do have this enemy Royal Champion to worry about, so I'm going to send in a Headhunter, drop an early rage to help get through her fast as possible, and they do take her out pretty quickly, but the World Champion's all of her HP was practically lost, so I'm going to pop her ability. With the help of that life gem, all of her HP was restored, and of course with the Hog Rider equipment, that is just more value added to the rage spell. So I'm going to pop our Queen's ability. We do have her left in some of the siege troops, and the World Champion's giant arrow was also able to help take out that archer tower.